Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Arabiah coming at you from the Chicago camp with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, the so-called leaders. So this guy here, I don't know who he is. I don't even look at anything. I don't care to listen to him. I think I breezed over it. I heard someone listening to him. I didn't agree. But what he said on this video was like on point, you know, and I thought I would share it with you. He was talking about our so-called leaders that we have, our so-called black leaders that we have. And, you know, he was going into telling you that these all are working for the oppressor, the so-called white man. So I wanted to play a quick, play this clip and let you see it. But and I thought it was pretty good. I want to start with a quick scripture. I want to go to 1 John chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, "And hereby we know that we know him if we keep his commandments. He that say, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth's not in him." So if you notice that a lot of our leaders, they talk about how God is with them and we should all be going to God, but they keep none of the Lord's commandments, none of his holidays, none of his laws. You know, you look right here, we're looking at Al Sharpton. Where's his beard at? You know, it says in the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, that he's supposed to have a beard. In 21, he doesn't have a beard. Now, they keep none of the Most High's laws, anything, but they supposed to be our leaders and the men of the Lord. When actually, they're the total opposite. They're the higher of the so-called white man. You know, they're his. That's it. That's who his boss is. He cared not. He put the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments behind him. These men listen to the money. Whoever's got the money, that's what they listen to. Look at this. He sit right here before you, Al Sharpton on here with a suit on, you know. Anyway, let me go ahead and play this. Check this out.
Situation come up where Al Sharpton.
He's a paid FBI informant.
Paid FBI informant. I'm talking about with the suits and.
But that's already been proven. Homie, that was proven in the 80s.
In the 80s.
The mafia proved that. There's documentation that they've already proven that. That's why he's on CNN, MSNBC. Because all the preachers are FBI informants. Mm. How you think they got Martin out on that balcony?
Come on now.
How you think they got the guns planted inside the place to get Malcolm? All of our preachers are FBI informants, homie, because they are in bed with the state by way of 501c3 tax exempt status.
I want to say something. One of the apostles was talking about that 501c3. I saw a video of him and I thought it was very, very interesting. And he was saying how that 501c3 is it's a oath that's set, you know, because when you go into a 501c3 charter, and when you look that up, it means an oath. So they actually set a plan with our enemy to teach a certain thing, you know, and and that's just, you know, they can't deviate from what they have to teach because they have that charter, and they would pull all of their funding if they go outside of what they want them to teach. So I just thought that was really interesting how when you see that 501c3, that is funding from the government, and they have to teach what the government says. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go with the video.
So I mean, the federal government gives churches and church leaders and preachers a tax-exempt status on all that luxury money and wealth that they get, and they never go to jail. Nigga, all preachers are FBI agents. They ain't working with the people. Why do you think the politicians, when it's time to talk to the people, they stop at the church? They don't go to community centers. Why do you think every police shooting, the chief of police, the mayor, the city manager, who they standing with to tell us about something? The preacher. It ain't no community leader. The preachers are the new COINTELPRO FBI informants. They get to come to the jail and talk to us.
Wow.
They get free reign to come into the jail. They don't even have to be on the visitation list. And they can talk to you in private. You think they loyal? Nah, homie, they ain't even loyal to God.
Wow.
When you see a situation come up where Al Sharpton.
Wow. I'm going to go to Titus chapter 1, verse 16. It says, they profess that they know God, but in the works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work a reprobate. So when I looked up the word reprobate, it goes into wickedness, you know. So most of our leaders are with our very enemy that's against us, that's oppressing us. They're the highlands for our enemy. You know, it says in the scriptures that faith without. Let's get that. I want to go to 2 James, chapter 17, chapter 2, verse 17. It says, even so, if he has no works, it is dead. I'm sorry. Even so, faith, if it has no works, is dead, being alone. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, but have works. Show me thy faith without works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. So faith without works is dead. Now that's what you see. A lot of these tap dancing leaders, we going through all this oppression and all this hell here, and they telling you to have faith, but they're not showing any works on their faith. They tell us to have faith, and in the meantime, between time, they're in new cars and mansions and big homes, and they're telling us just to hold on. Everything's going to be okay. But in the meantime, between time, their life is totally different from our life. We're going through hell here, you know? So these men, they say out of one side of their mouth, they wear those suits and the flashy things, and you find out when you dig into their life that all of them have some type of bond with our enemies, you know? You know, all of them, they hate us, you know, secretly, but openly, they act like they're in love with us. They're trying to help us, but they're totally against us. 1 John chapter 4, verse 20, it says, if a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he see, how can he love God who he not see? You know, so this is you know, that's a perfect example of these men right now. You know, they claim one thing, you know, but they claim that they love us or that they're for us, but whenever something happens or whenever we need them, they disappear. And when you go and next time you see them, man, they're in their new luxury yacht or they're on their new mansion, but they're supposed to be helping out the so-called poor men, everyday men, the Israelites. You know, 21, it says, and this commandment we have from him, that he whom loved God love his brother also. So these men don't love their brothers. They don't care about their people. They're sellouts. We must stay close to these scriptures. And it says Isaiah 33:6 says the wisdom of the scriptures will be the stability of the time. And that's what we got to stay close to, because us trying to depend on these wicked men, they're not going to help us. You know, we're going to get worse and worse and worse. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time. Shalom.